Don't get me wrong, I love my G.I. Joes, but these Super 7 reaction figures are awesome. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at 3 more of the Super 7 G.I. Joe reaction figures. This time we have the Baroness, Cobra Commander, and Quinn. Quinn? You never seen him in the cartoon. No, this is Quinn from the comic series. We'll talk about him in just a second. So first, let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, each figure comes with a cool piece of artwork on each card. I love this. This is just a throwback to the great old days of G.I. Joe and feature that cool G.I. Joe logo along the top. And of course, looking at the back of the package, they all feature cool file cards, which is just a staple of the classic G.I. Joe action figures. And they also feature cool pieces of artwork that are on the cards of each action figure, but it's sort of like the checklist from the original vintage G.I. Joe line. So in this first wave, you get Snake Eyes, Quinn, Scarlet, G.I. Joe Trooper, who comes in several different flavors, Cobra Commander, Destro, Baroness, and the Cobra Trooper again comes in several different flavors. I think each G.I. Joe and Cobra Trooper, there are 6 different variants of each figure. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe that is the case. So with that out of the way, let's break these guys open and let's do a proper review. So here are the 3 figures out of the package. First, we're going to start by taking a look at the accessories they come with. Each one comes with a unique gun. The Baroness comes with this gun. It is a sort of a made-up weapon, but it looks similar to modern machine guns, so to speak, but you could tell it is a laser rifle just with the tip of the gun there. Cobra Commander comes with this cool looking pistol. I think maybe he did use something like this in the cartoon. I don't recall what weapon that Cobra Commander used in the series. Here is Quinn's gun. You can see it is a machine gun with an ammo belt on it. This is pretty nifty. It does have this little thing right here. I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to take a closer look in a second. So starting off with Quinn, because he is the one non-cartoon figure here. This guy is actually from the comic books. Now he's only had 2 other figures made that I'm aware of. One was an O-ring, a modern O-ring figure that was packaged in some kind of comic pack with maybe Snake Eyes and Scarlet. And then he did have a regular modern release from G.I. Joe Retaliation, which he was not in the movie, but he was in there. This is pretty much the comic accurate look of the character. Check out the first maybe 10 issues of the original Marvel G.I. Joe series and you'll understand who Quinn is. So just taking a look at the figure, he's got an ammo thing going around his shoulders here. As far as articulation goes, his head can turn all the way around. As you can see, kind of tough right now. Arms can go, get over here. Arms can go all the way around as well. Just a classic rendition of an 80s action figure, late 70s, early 80s action figure a la Star Wars or Clash of the Titans or something like that. Just let's see how the weapon fits in his hand. Does he have a hole in his back? I thought he might have a hole in his back for this period, but apparently he doesn't. So let's put this in his hand, see how this works. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Looks just like I imagined it would. Here is Cobra Commander, probably the most recognizable of all the G.I. Joe figures outside of Snake Eyes. The cool chrome dome faceplate is just the epitome of G.I. Joe badness. Nothing else really compares to this guy. I love the paint scheme on this guy. You can see he has the shiny black on the gloves and the boots, the matte black on the belt, and whatever this is around his leg there. They even made the stripe on the helmet that you can only see in the cartoon series. The only thing that they really could have done better was maybe vac metal that piece. It's a chrome colored paint, but vac metal would look very, very cool where you can see your reflection in it. But they're going for the cartoon, the animated series, so I can see why they did that. Put the gun in his hand here, and that's a fat handle for that little bitty hand. So we're gonna see if this will go in there. It goes in there really tight, so it's probably not gonna come out. Cobra! Finally, we have the Baroness. I love what they did with the glasses here. These are like a translucent kind of yellowish green color glasses so you can see the eyeballs right through them. That is really nice. Now, this is the Baroness that first appeared in that original miniseries from Sunbow. It was very, very early on, maybe early 80s. I can't remember exactly what year, but this was how the Baroness first looked. See how the weapon fits in her hand. Oh, the weapon fits in her hand really good. Really nice and snug, not like Scarlet. You know, I reviewed Scarlet earlier, and her weapon just did not fit in her hand very tight at all. Now, as far as articulation goes, you're not going to get any mobility out of the head. I mean, it can turn slightly, but the way the hair is sculpted is keeping her from really turning all the way around here and a kick up like that because she's 50 years old. Sorry for the SNL reference. You can see you can shoot your eye out as well. Just another classic rendition of this Cobra character. So now that we've taken a look at them, we are going to put them on their stands. No, these stands do not come with them. These are official Super 7 stands. They have the ReAction logo here and, of course, Super 7 right there. But they are nice, clear acrylic stands for all the ReAction figures. And I love using these things because they just make standing these guys so much easier. Look at there. I mean, not that these won't stand on their own, but I do prefer them all uniform looking on the shelf. Trying to find his in the back of the boot there. Stick him down there and we'll get Quinn out here. Quinn is still an odd choice to me because it looks like they were going straight for the cartoon series on everything but Quinn, which is just sort of odd. But there you have it. Now, I get it. These figures are not for everyone, and that is okay. They are definitely high $17.99 a piece, which is a little bit pricey to me, especially for the 5 points of articulation. But Super 7 is a smaller company, so I don't know that they have the power to give you a $9.99 price tag on a figure like this just quite yet. Hopefully when they get bigger, hopefully these prices fall on these figures because they are definitely really cool action figures. I just wish that, you know, they were a little bit cheaper than what you're getting here. But most definitely, you need to buy these figures. They are spectacular, and they just really invoke that whole G.I. Joe animation aesthetic that I think we've all been wanting for quite some time. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. You can check me out at figureattack.com each and every day. You can find me on social media at figureattack on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you are buying these figures. If you do, what do you think of them? I know a lot of people say, oh, I'm not paying that much for a 5 point of articulation action figure. But hey, they're too cool not to buy, especially if you can find them on discount. I got a couple of these on the Whatnot app, and I paid maybe $10 for Quinn and the Baroness. And of course, I did pay, you know, the $17.99 for a Cobra Commander. All right, folks, that is it for this episode. Have a blessed day.